r/Askreddit by Reddit and chill. What advice your parents gave you turned out to be complete bullshit. Computers will never catch on. Don't waste any more of your time on them. Wasted a decade doing random temping jobs before finally working with computers. Now they harass me all the time to fix their devices. Rule 1 of IT. Never let anyone know you are IT. You can tell me. It's okay, I won't get angry. That's something my wife also had in her youth. She told something and her parents got really angry. So I hope I'll do that better to my daughter. If you study for the final year of high school, you'll never have to study for the rest of your life. I think this is very India specific advice. Oh boy, were they wrong. They say that before every exam. Just get good grades in this one. The rest is all a cakewalk. There ain't nothing open after midnight but bars and girls' legs. I never could find any of those girls. You looked inside the bars? You can't just apply online. Get dressed up. Go to Lockheed Martin. Introduce yourself. And ask if they have any available positions. I didn't do it for the record. They were just so adamant about it. My parents. They just did not understand how many places these days only do applications online and showing up isn't going to do anything. Get into the best college you can. We'll figure out how to pay for it. Guess who has a ton of student loan debt now? Yeah, my mom was adamant that she'd pay at least the first year of college. Then she saw the bill and said she'd pay the first semester. Then she'd pay books. Then she'd only pay for one book, etc. She ended up not paying anything and I spent my first year at a college way out of my financial range. Had to transfer to a community college and try not to cry as I paid off the bills from the previous year. Flattery will get you nowhere. Kissing ass is actually very helpful in getting ahead. And licking ass sometimes helps with getting head. Work doing what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. I do love what I do, but it's still ducking hard work. I'm in the craft beer industry. I don't drink anymore. People only pretend to be your friends to take advantage of you. Family is what matters. That's actually awful. They're only mean to you because they like you / they're jealous. That's a great way to encourage people into shitty, abusive relationships. Also, they are mean because I'm a ducking loser with no social skills. My mom saying that actually encouraged me to be mean to a girl I had a crush on. It ended up with a trip to the principal's office because she got sick of my BS and reported every mean thing I said. Don't waste too much time on the computer. Becomes full-time software developer. Staring at the computer will hurt your eyes. Come stare at the TV instead. ? There's about the bit about not taking pictures with 3 people in it because it's bad luck or something, but yeah. Clean plate club and you'll grow up to be strong and healthy. She forgot to mention fat. Thanks mom. I feel this. My mother used to continually put extra food on my plate without asking and my dad wouldn't let me leave the table until I'd eaten it all. Sometimes the standoff went on for hours. Now my mother complains about my weight. My mom always criticized little things I would do and say you're never going to get a boyfriend if you do it that way. Turns out that those little things were the reason my boyfriend asked me out. Good thing I'm stubborn and didn't listen to her. My fiance says the same thing. Her mother / father are pigs and would have her and her sister clean up after them every day after school. Now, our house stays close to spotless and theirs just went to shit after she moved out. Look who the problem was. At least it indirectly taught her to clean up after herself. Because that's what you do as a responsible adult when you know you're going to be the one picking that shit up anyway. But don't leave an unwashed dish in the sink to dry and get a crust that you're going to have to scrub for a couple minutes when you could just hold it under the water for a couple seconds instead. That kind of thing. She also caught shit for being cheap frugal. That is no fun because she isn't partying or spending a bunch on clothes. Guess who racked up credit card debt? Declared bankruptcy. And then promptly climbed back into debt and lives paycheck to paycheck despite having solid income and a paid off trailer and no kids to support? That's right. The parents. Guess who has over $50k saved up between us after just a couple years out of school and still manages to have a social life and go on occasional vacations? It doesn't end there. I could go on. It infuriates me on her behalf. Both of us managed to turn out to be solid, well-functioning adults despite our parents. Conscience edit 4 hours later. I consider all 4 of our parents between us to be complete failures of parents. But I don't really hate any single one of them, even though they all frustrate me to no end. Her father thinks of me like a son and my parents love me even if they're a-holes. I just don't want anything to do with them other than hanging out on holidays. Is all. And I plan to use their failures to inform my own parenting style. You'll be empty and sad if you cut one of your parents out of your life. When I went away to college, I felt a gaping emptiness. That emptiness was family. And you'll feel it too. Wrong on all counts. Mom. And good riddance. What was wrong with your parents? Buy as much house as you can afford. 0. I can afford 0 house. Drop out of college. You're too depressed to make it to graduation. Wrong. I made it. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. You just have to go talk to the manager. No. They'll tell me to apply online and probably think I'm stupid for not knowing to apply online. Because literally every job expects you to apply online. I guarantee you if I went in there and asked to speak with the manager, I'd get hired. You just have to show initiative. You have 30 years of industry experience at a well-known firm at the management level. Initiative is not the reason you're getting hired. It's because I have 6 months of experience and you have 30 years. I guarantee you if I emailed the director of HR, I would get hired. Yes. Because you're a senior employee. Not a 22-year-old begging for a job. You'll get a job. You just need to want it and work harder. Maybe actually go out and look for a job instead of sitting on the internet all day. Rant over. I have a job that I love now. But holy shit, that was annoying. Because literally every job expects you to apply online. Expects you to? Most places don't have any other way. What is the manager supposed to do? Just hire you? That's not how any of it works, and there is literally no other way to get a job there than to follow the procedures the company has put in place. Which is to apply online. Don't take that scholarship. It's only to help the poor. Yes, mum. But we're only borderline middle class and that scholarship would have meant I didn't have to work every weekend in uni. Real advice is, if people are handing you money, take it. They're teasing you because they like you. Very wrong. They bullied me because I was small and didn't fight back. It stopped when I finally snapped and threw one of them down a flight of stairs. Edit. Thank you for the silver. I got bullied a lot when I was a kid and it was very difficult for me for a long time to differentiate between actual bullying and bro on bro ribbing. As a result, I often took my anger out on the wrong people and it stunted a bunch of my childhood friendships. I eventually got through it thanks to some good advice from a cousin. But it took way too long. Lifelong self-confidence issues as a result. Navigating that territory can be really tough. Basically, if you think they're a friend, try giving them some shit back and not just being so damn nice all the time. If they don't lash out when you do so, they're your brothers. Male friendships are really ducking weird sometimes. I'd still take it over female friendships. Especially in HS. Watching what my sister sometimes went through with her friends was terrifying. That shit got dark at times. Don't play a brass instrument because it's for boys. Don't display your intelligence because boys find that intimidating. I can safely write I attracted more men by my intelligence than my beauty. WTF about the brass instrument? Anything about dating a girls. Although I always knew it was bullshit. My dad hates women, along with people of color, but that's another story, and my mom thinks all women are stupid, weak, and materialistic. I was getting my girlfriend a whiteboard because she liked to doodle and it would be a cute gift. My parents flipped shit, telling me that was the dumbest gift ever and that would break up with me. So I got her a candle instead. She would later tell me a whiteboard was a fine gift and I later got her one that we both enjoyed. We dated for 5 years and my mom kept hammering into me that my GF was gonna cheat on me all because I haven't bought her jewelry yet. From then on, I kept my dating life private from my pathetic family. Your mum thinks all women are stupid and weak? What gender is she then? Guess you shouldn't listen to her advice seeing that all women are stupid. Walk in and ask for a job. My dad didn't adjust to this well. He has had the same job for 30 plus years. He screamed at my older brother in the Best Buy parking lot because my brother had to apply online and didn't walk out of the store with a job. My dad, a Teamster, warned me not to use my GI Bill on college. Instead, I should go out and get a good union job where I'll have a pension. Otherwise, any job I ever have, they could just fire me for no reason. Thankfully, I ignored him and got my bachelor's in electrical engineering. I've been working steadily now for about 20 years and have a very large amount saved for retirement. College is a great investment if you either work hard or study something in demand. If you just show up and drift around aimlessly, turns out that's not a good investment of 4 years and tens of thousands of dollars. Older generations got by with it because the people going to college were privileged to begin with and could afford to drink their way through college and be assured cushy jobs. Now that college is way more accessible, that's no longer true. My dad told me that you had to drink water and couldn't drink anything else like soda or Kool-Aid or whatever because your body wouldn't recognize it and you'd die of dehydration. Dad sounds like a hydro homie. Music can only be your hobby. You should get a real job. Started making money only with music since 17 yo. Never worked a day anywhere else and made a great career out of it. My mom once told me that men never had to apologize and that saying sorry was the woman's job. I knew instantly how bullshit it was and it made me wonder what kind of ducking Stockholm syndrome my father gave my mom. Anything about how to handle a bully. I should have taken a baseball bat to that a-hole's face. I kind of did this with a hockey stick in primary school to the ducker that bullied me most days. Got told off by the local cops. Bully wasn't told off at all and he didn't change. Guess I didn't hit him hard enough. If you fight back you're just playing their game. Just get a teacher. Turns out some people in authority positions just suck as people. Others actively abuse their power. Resisting, with verbal, physical, or legal force, is sometimes the only answer. Took me a long time to appreciate that. Basically what my mom told me. My dad on the other hand, told me if they come at you, fight back. Don't let them push you around. That was good advice. You can feed a family on minimum wage. Haha, only if you're getting financial aid and food donations from a church. My family had built our lifestyle around being super poor. Glad I broke that cycle. Mum told me the pill wasn't effective if I drank alcohol. This was a way to stop me drinking underage. It worked. I choose underage sex instead. Only found out this was a lie in my 20s. I was shocked. I confronted her about it. She laughed and was proud it worked for so long. I was put on the pill at a young age by my gynecologist due to a medical condition. Your liver thanks you. But I hate lies. Eat your carrots so you can see in the dark. Be good or Santa won't come. The carrots thing was a lie the British invented to explain why they could shoot down Nazi planes so well suddenly. It turns out they had actually just started using this new technology called radar. Pretty much all of it. If I listened to them, I'd be a divorced community college dropout with 3 kids working a job I hate in a town that's dying. And catering to their every whim. I'm a married, child-free engineer in a mid-sized city with absolutely no contact with my parents. Now I just have to deal with the PTSD that is my life gift from them. To ignore bullies. That's the worst kind of advice one could give to kids. Bullies don't want attention. They want to cause damage. Trying to ignore them only gives them more power. They feel like they can do whatever they want without any repercussion. In my case, a shy female. The only thing that stopped my males, always males, bullies was me punching them in the face. Then their poorly developed brain realized I want the easy prey they believed I was and stopped bullying me. I'm not proud of this, but I had to defend myself. Since family and teachers weren't unable to help me in the best case, or brushed off the situation as unimportant in the worst. This works for adults too. Submissive people get used and abused. Teaching a young kid that they won't receive any help when they're threatened to lower their head and pretending nothing is happening will turn them into weak adults. Teach kids how to defend themselves. Damn it. You're absolutely right. Bullies aren't looking for a challenge. They aren't trying to improve their bullying game. They're looking for an easy target, and if you stop being that, they'll move on to other fights they know they can win. Ducking like and subscribe.